They like, what kind of review is this? This is a recap. Welcome back. Thanks for the new supporters who joined the channel on the road with us. They joined the road trip with us. I just want to say again, thanks for the new people who joined the channel. If you're new, let me know. This is a movie review on One Night in Miami, and it was written by Kemp Powers, who's also known for like Spider-Man, some of Spider-Man's movies. But now, also for One Night in Miami. But the person who directed the film is a legend, living legend, OG. Okay, so put some respect on it. When I say Regina King. Now, me and my cousin Ashley from I Be Ballin' Basketball Show just did a review on Friday. We're doing the Friday trilogy. We're on our way to watch next Friday. Hold on, hold your horses. If you want it now, say now. It ain't nothing to me. I just gotta press play. But I gotta find it first. Okay, so One Night Miami. I'm gonna keep it a book. I tried watching this film like over a year ago. Maybe it was just the headspace I was in. I was just not ready to watch the film. Fast forward to about a few weeks ago, and y'all seeing that I've kind of just stepped back, teetered back a little bit on the dropping stuff, but I was just too much in my head, too much, you know, all types of different medias I'm intaking and just needed just a reset. Shout out to 414 Big Frank, Milltown. I always gotta rep Milltown real quick though. I saw he made a post today and he has said he's taking like a step back, a mental break. He needs to like reset himself. And I thought that was really dope for him, for artists to just come out and say it, because everybody's feeling it. At the end of the day, we're all human beings, like, but it just goes to show like 414 Big Frank is popping, like an artist in the city. And me growing up, we didn't have people like that. You heard of certain people, like you had to really be in the know of hip hop in Milwaukee to really know who you really rock with. And but there was never this one big, artist. And I think right now he's one of the ones. Gotta also shout out my cousin Manny Baby. And he even mentioned Manny Baby in one of his songs in his recent project. So that's love. I just wanted to point that out because, before people start thinking they know what Milwaukee is, I'm gonna let y'all know what Milwaukee is. We support each other now. I see it now. I think we have more of a bigger platform to support each other now. And whatever platform you have, support who you love, who you rock with. But also, just again, if you ever just need to reset, it's okay. Part of resetting yourself is numerous ways. And one of them is film. Also, one of them is just going out and enjoying life, just living life, whatever that means for you, to reset. Then it's just a reminder for me to get back to it. Yes, you need rest, but then it's like, okay, but rest for what? To get back to the grind, get back to the goals, this marathon, this race. So this film, it all correlates, right? For me with this film, I enjoyed it off rip. Um, I love the person who played Muhammad Ali. Like I've watched a few of Muhammad Ali's past interviews. He's very charismatic. It's very witty, very it's like a different type of vulnerability you see. He puts it in a humorous way, but he's being true to it. And so go check out some of those recent, Muhammad Ali clips and full interviews. Go check those out. But I think it's that everybody who played them, it was just on the money. Person who played Jim Brown, even Malcolm X. And I saw one of the interviews. I think it was the Karen Hunter show. Shout out to the Karen Hunter show. But I really enjoyed the character. Sam Cooke's character. If you know, you know. But this, so let me tell you what the film is about. Yes, it's gonna be some spoilers, blah, 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 but y'all know how I do it. Like, you still gotta go watch it. It starts with, Muhammad Ali in the ring, and he wins this fight that no one thought he could win. And he was very, what people would call now, cocky. Because a lot of times, especially in the black community, I know y'all tired of hearing people say that, but a lot of times it's taught you need to be humble in a lot of situations for whatever reason. Opinions, why? Go ahead in the chat. Go ahead. Let me know. But there's a lot of times where it's like, look, just don't overdo it. You never know, maybe you're jinxing yourself. But Muhammad Ali, he always showed confidence. He truly believed he could win all these fights and he was dominating. And this was before Muhammad Ali. So they're all there for him. It's this one night in Miami. It's about four friends coming together for one night. I know you're like, please don't compare it to this, but I'm doing it. And to me, this is kind of like if you watch The Hangover, right? You're like, oh my God, back it up, back it up. Where it's like this one night out for the guys. They're going crazy, doing all this extravagant, extreme stuff. They're having fun, right? And it's meaning of just keep your friends close. There's gonna be crazy rides, gonna be ups and downs, but stick together, right? You're like, that's what you got out of Hangover? I guess so. I just thought of it right now. But I'm saying this was kind of like that. It was like, but it's black people, black men. It's the 60s. Okay. And there was this one scene, one of my favorite scenes was Malcolm X. He was in the booth because he had to step out. Okay, let me. So it's one night, right now it's Cassius Clay, not even Cassius X yet. Cassius Clay, he wins the fight. He goes out with his friends, but then they all meet at this motel. Malcolm X had the room reserved, but the person who played Kareem X, first off, that's how people think my name is. They be like, Kareem. That's and people be like, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I got that a lot. Still get it? No. But that I forgot his real name, but he played that character to a T. Because he got on my nerves too. Like, bro, let them go have fun. But I get it. Like, yo, it's the 60s. Y'all shouldn't be out like that. You need to stay in this room and chill. And then, let's fast forward. So everybody's at the room now, but they slowly get into the rooms. And it's eerie for me when it comes to this because Sam Cooke, we all know, passed away in a motel. And for this to be shot in it was it was it was interesting. Interesting take of a different way to remember him by in that setting that you hope he was remembered by his brothers, by his peers, by his family, his wife. They showed a part of everybody kind of had a piece of what was going on in their more personal life. Malcolm X, like I said, one of my favorite shots was him stepping outside from the conversations they were having in that room to speak with his wife, Betty Shabazz. Go check out my video I did on her about a year or two ago now. Go check that video out. Throwback, throwback. But yeah, so and he was talking on the phone with his children. I think one of them was out to love, if I'm not mistaken. And it was just so funny how you could just, even though this is a fictional story, it you could just imagine this is probably like how they were on the phone. So I loved how they captured that. But that was one of my favorite scenes. And but then they also showed like Sam Cooke and his wife before he went to the hotel to chill with his homie. Not homies. I'm like, bro, okay, nope. To chill with his friends. How they were kind of, you could see they were on the rocks, but they were still trying. But everybody was trying to, I don't know, be safe, because it's the 60s. She's like, I want to be with the black folks because in a whole separate, they were in a hotel. Okay. Malcolm and them had a motel. There's a difference. Difference. Okay. And she was like, I get it. It's nice over here, but the people over there. And that says something right there. I don't know. Let me know in the comments how you feel about that. But so everybody meets, oh, Jim Brown's, you know, and I want to explore more of Jim Brown's life because I only got a few clips of it. But in this movie, you kind of seen like his character come out. Just through a lot of body language. That scene when he went up, because Jim Brown is probably, or is the top NFL player of all time, if I'm not mistaken. NFL people gonna be like, okay. He played for the Cleveland Browns, and he was leaving the NFL life. He wanted to pursue acting, and they put that in this film. I was like, it's so funny. Just a few months ago, I was watching before all the awards and all that. I was watching I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker. I was like, what? Where is this? I've never seen this film before. Hilarious. I might rewatch it and I'm gonna do a review on it. I gotta rewatch it because it's so funny from the beginning. From the beginning, the lady from Good Times I don't want to say her name because I feel like I will say it wrong. She don't deserve that. But go watch that film so we can talk about it together. But back to the film. And then I was watching Original Gangsters. Now I remember watching that movie as a kid. I used to watch a lot of movies I probably shouldn't have seen as a child. Jim Brown wants to pursue acting. Oh, the whole thing is Malcolm and Ali are so everybody has like this before they all meet into Malcolm's room to, people think outside, maybe they're partying, maybe they're having fun, maybe they're doing something wild. I don't even think they fully knew what they were gonna do. I think Sam had an idea going in, like, oh, we about to go party. Like, what? You just won? Let's go turn up. That's what he was on. And Jim Brown was down, like, yeah, well, real quick. Back to Jim Brown, real quick. So I was watching Original Gangsters along with I'm Gonna Get You Sucking. I saw a lot of similarities. But then I saw KRS-One at the end. I was like, I don't remember this. Maybe I never fully watched till the end. And so good film to rewatch and continue. You know what I mean? If they can. But RIP to Jim Brown. Great captures of moments you only wish you could know. They almost are like answering some questions you've always wanted to know through this film. Um, so yeah, Sam, Jim, they ready to turn up. And Malcolm is not about to turn like that. Like, you know what I mean? But Sam is like, okay, but we friends, so maybe he gonna turn up with us. Like he ain't gonna turn up with y'all. Or maybe he might turn up with us. But he still don't know. Jim's like, I'm pretty sure he not finna turn up. Ali's like, he ready to turn up too, but he understands who's in the room. When they say read the room, that's who Ali was. I'm telling you. Sam wasn't. He read it and he was like, okay. They like, what kind of review is this? This is a recap. Malcolm knew what he was there for. Whether Ali won or not, he was there for a specific reason. He was converting Ali to the Nation of Islam. So Ali knew what Malcolm was there for. Before the turn up, they showed, them doing that. That was a great moment too. So now everybody's in the room. It gets heated at times because Malcolm and Sam are going at it. And it gets to a point where Malcolm brings up a whole different artist. Like, yo, he's saying something. He on the radio, he got this record out. He really talking about change. I think it's Bob Dylan, if I'm not mistaken. But Sam's like comes to a realization, like, dang. And so did Jim Brown. He was coming to a realization, like, no, this is like solidified his decision. Everybody was coming to solidify a decision, like, and they didn't know that. But sometimes that's all you need. Like, you don't know, you know what I mean? But that's what you hope stuff would happen. Dang, we come together and then we just build a whole new community, build a whole new generation. Third building generation in a row. I think, yeah, after that encounter, because that was 1964, they were like, he dropped a change is gonna come. And sometimes all you need is just them talks. They were all basically brainstorming. It was just like an intense meeting, like intense business meeting, because they all made change outside of that room once they left. And so, yeah, I definitely recommend go seeing this film. I even love that scene where Ali and Sam step out because it gets heated. Like everybody's starting to get mad because not just Malcolm and Sam going at it saying you're not doing enough, and Sam saying, look, damn near you complaining too much. Like, look what we got, look what we could have. Because Sam was basically representing success, like what we see, black people see as success. You got the money, you got the cars, the clothes, you got the wife, you got the family, you got this and that, but they showed in the film deep down, still you can have you can have all of that and still not be happy. You have to still work on yourself. That's why people say like you can have it all and it still wouldn't matter because you still have to do the work. You can't just buy your way out of your emotions and building yourself. You still have to face reality because even though, yeah, he had it all in his eyes, his wife was still unhappy because she felt alone. And it's not like he couldn't be there. He just didn't feel like, maybe they grew apart. It got to a point where Malcolm was talking to Ali about him leaving the Nation of Islam. Ali felt betrayed, and that's where you will hear a lot of talk about why Ali felt betrayed by him because he felt like they met under false circumstances. Like, I thought you were truly my friend. If you did, you would have not allowed me to convert this way instead of that. But in the end, I think it still helped Ali, find who he truly was. Because even before that encounter, if you look in a old video, Sam already like, yeah, I'm done for him to so let's go. And Jim's like, everything's fine. I'll kick it with him. We good. And they had a really dope conversation too. The shop where they're coming out of the liquor store. They give these kids these money off the street. They was like, oh snap. It was like $20. I mean, yeah, I get it. But they was just so excited to see Sam and Ali, like, you know what I mean? I'm just saying that was an important moment because Sam was not aware that he impacted people the way that he did, especially his people, because that was the whole thing. Like, he performed for a lot of white audiences or mixed. It wasn't always just all black. Malcolm in the end was having a conversation with Sam about how even though take care of yourself and enjoy yourself and put forth toward or an effort toward the goals you want to see in your life. Thank y'all for tuning in with me and joining me on this movie review journey, movie review road trip. But yeah, I really enjoyed this film. Highly recommend it. 10 out of 10 for me. Love the music, love the message, love the concept. Regina King's consistently creating a new world of film. And so, yeah, go support what she got going on and go support this film. I can only say so much about it other than it sparks conversation. I know it was this one video, it was about a debate, and somebody had said in the comments, said, what's the point of this? What's the point of bringing this up? It's to start a conversation. You start somewhere. I think people think it's just something to rile people up, but that's never my intention. So continue to spark the conversations, regardless of what they say. And yeah, so keep your head up, y'all. Let me know in the comments what was your favorite part of the film. If you haven't seen it, go see it. I'm gonna try and find where it is. It'll be all in the description. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, join the conversation, and subscribe. Peace.